Hi guitarlings, I'm Gray at Hub Guitar. Today we're going to do an easy nursery rhyme called Mary Had a Little Lamb. So here we go. Alright, so to play this arrangement, we're going to start with a G chord. I'm going to start by putting my second finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and I'm going to pluck strings 6, 4, 3, and 2 together. And then I'm going to put my index finger down on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, open that up, and put it down again to get the melody. Now I'm going to move my index finger to the 2nd fret of the 4th string for measure 2. The rest of those are all open strings. Now it's got to go back for the D major chord, and then I'm going to use my pinky on the 5th fret, 3rd finger on the 4th fret, and index finger on the 2nd fret. This chord's a little bit of a stretch, so get that a bunch of times. If you're having trouble with that, just kind of jump off and come back on. Do a little bit of a chord push up there. And now we're going to go to E minor. Whatever you do, just make sure that you leave a finger to do whatever else has got to be done. For example, I probably wouldn't want to do that with my pinky, because now there's no way for me to get a finger onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So I'm going to use my index finger, and then I can use my pinky there, and that's a really nice comfortable stretch. Measure 5 is the same as measure 1, so I'm going to put my 2nd finger down on the big string, and use my index finger to play the melody, and then I'm going to go back to E minor just like in measure 2, and then back to D just like in measure 3. The melody kind of wanders up to the open B string here, and then I go back down to a G major chord. So if you're going to do this for a sing-along version, you can actually strum the chords. Mary had a little lamb. These are full chords I'm strumming. Little lamb, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And then you can ask, the kids to sing along with you, and then after they're tired of singing, you can do a little bit of an instrumental version. Alright, so that will give you something more interesting to do. You can also use this to support whomever is singing the melody, because if you're plucking out the melody on the guitar, that's going to help guide their ear if they're not a confident singer. Note that you can also start to add a little bit of rhythm. You can really mess around with it. Once you've got the melody and you've got the chords down, you can add some, interesting right hand patterns. You can play around with the rhythm. You can decorate it with some other techniques that you might know. All right, so that's it for Mary Had a Little Lamb. Thanks for watching.